Alright, time for another product review from GuitarTrainingTalk.com, and what I'm holding up right now for you to see is called Speed Mechanics for Lead Guitar by Troy Stetina. This is pretty much the ultimate technique book for any metal or hard rock guitar player. And if anybody has been playing for a while, you're probably already familiar with this book, but for those of you who are not, I'll give you my take on it. Now, Troy has several books that he has published over the past few years, for many years actually. He's got 2 books on metal lead guitar, 2 books on metal rhythm guitar, and I've got another review of one of his books called Total Rock Guitar, which I'd highly recommended. Plus he has one on thrash guitar, and he's got some DVDs he has made also, so he has many products. Great instructor, most of this stuff is just excellent if you're in a hard rock or metal guitar, and highly recommend all of his product. But this one is his technique book called Speed Mechanics. This book pretty much has it all when you're wanting to learn your technique or developing your lead guitar. It's got 3 sections in it. First section is the mechanics of picking, developing your right hand if you're a right-handed player, and also developing your left hand. Plenty of examples and exercises for you to practice in this book. I'm going to hold it up here just to give you an idea. Each page is just filled, if I can get this shown right, filled with examples to practice depending on what he is teaching at the time, all fully tabbed out and explained. Excellent book. Now, a lot of the examples in here are stuff you're going to be familiar with. He does some runs in the style of Randy Rhoads, Yngwie Malmsteen, and Paul Gilbert. Those types of examples. He'll pick some phrases that you're familiar with, plus plenty of his own stuff, too. So it's fun to practice, and it's very, very well written. It's got plenty of just developing whether you want to pick, a pick-only type of player. Then he also has a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs type of fast licks. He gets into a section on how to practice, the mechanics of how to structure your time, what to practice, how long it should take, and what you can expect. And of course, he fully tells you this is a lifelong learning process. You're not going to learn this in the next 2 months or 3 months. It takes a long time to develop your technique, which he'll explain to you. He's also got a section on cycle patterns. Basically, for, like I said, I don't know how well you can see this on a webcam, but 4 or 5 note patterns or 6 notes to develop your speed. And he'll take excerpts from like a minor scale, or he'll do some modal stuff, but he'll combine them where you just practice them over and over so you can develop your speed into playing and your the timing aspect of it to play it cleanly. He also has plenty of sequence patterns on the major scales, minor scales, and pentatonic scale. How to sequence, all the way up and down the neck. Gives plenty of examples on those. Has a section on here on sweep picking, if you're going to be into sweep picking, and arpeggios. And he gives pretty good examples, in the key of A minor and E minor, 2 of our favorite keys. But you'll kind of recognize some of the styles and runs, and he gives you other speed exercises throughout the book. That he's got the Flight to the Bumblebee diagrammed out here. That seems to be one of the common ones I see in a few books, where just to get your technique down, just practicing Flight of the Bumblebee in sections. He's also got a part on rhythmic ability, which is developing your offbeats and your picking and your timing. He gives some pretty cool rhythm guitar examples in developing your rhythmic ability. I mean, pretty cool jams, just in the rhythm guitar, part of it to practice. But it'll give you an idea how to kind of develop the timing aspect, especially when you get into like 6/8 time or 7/8 time. and so on and so on if you get into that deep into your learning process. Also, I'm trying to see if I missed anything for you here. A lot of it, there's just a lot of examples in this book. Plenty of examples. I'll give you, this is just a couple of pages on the mechanical ability of picking, where he covers your inside picking and outside picking. I won't go into detail of what it is, but inside picking is when you're picking in between two strings. Outside picking is when you're picking on the outer part of the strings. But he goes into, looks like 10 different exercises to help you develop that feel, because it's a different feel whether you're picking inside and whether you're picking outside, and it takes a while to develop the fluid ability to switch between one or the other depending on what you're playing. So plenty of examples on that. Like I said, it's I mean, it's got it all as far as technique, exercises for you to practice. You know, tremolo pick, starts out with tremolo picking, just trying to develop your right hand and getting into economy of motion where you're developing your fast picking style. Then it'll take you into moving on to a section of runs and scales and licks, hammer-ons, pull-offs, just non-stop. I mean, this is a reference book for the rest of your learning life in rock and metal guitar, or just developing lead guitar in general, and highly recommend it. Once again, it's called Speed Mechanics for Lead Guitar by Troy Stetina, put out by, looks like, Hal Leonard Publications. You can find this book just listed anywhere, eBay, Amazon, your guitar, if you shop from different guitar sites. Pretty common book. So if you see it, I highly recommend it if you want to develop your lead guitar.